mom looking to transition your baby from bottle feeding to breastfeeding. In this video, I'm going to share with you the miracle of breastfeeding and provide tips on how to help a bottle-fed baby make the switch. 1. What are the benefits of breastfeeding? Breastfeeding provides numerous health benefits for both the baby and the mother. It helps to reduce instances of illnesses, allergies, obesity, diabetes, and other chronic illnesses. Breast milk also contains special antibodies that help protect against infections, as well as vital nutrients that are necessary for a baby's growth and development. 2. How do I know if my baby is ready to switch from bottle feeding to breastfeeding? It is important to determine if your baby is ready to switch from bottle feeding to breastfeeding. Some signs that your baby may be ready include the ability to maintain a good latch, a desire for more contact and interaction during feeding, and an increased interest in the breast. Babies may also show early signs of readiness by having improved head control, being able to grasp and suck on their fingers or hands, as well as showing a strong rooting reflex when something touches their cheek. The key factor in determining if your baby is ready to switch from bottle feeding to breastfeeding is comfort and readiness. 3. What techniques can I use when transitioning my baby from bottle feeding to breastfeeding? The transition from bottle feeding to breastfeeding can be a challenging process. However, there are several techniques you can use to help your baby adjust. Skin-to-skin contact. This is an excellent way for your baby to become more familiar with the feeling of nursing on your breast. Hold them in a comfortable position against your chest and let them explore the area around your nipples. Offer comfort through touch. During this transition period, it's important that you provide comfort and reassurance to your baby. You can do this by gently stroking their head or back while they are feeding at the breast. This will help relax them and get them used to the sensation of being nursed on the breast. 4. Does it hurt when a baby first latches on while breastfeeding? Though it's normal to feel a slight pinch when your baby first latches on while breastfeeding, it shouldn't hurt. If you do experience pain, there are several steps you can take to make the process more comfortable. Make sure your baby is in a good latch-on position and that his or her mouth covers both of your nipples. You should also try gently massaging your breast with one hand as you help guide your baby onto the breast. Additionally, if you need to break the suction yourself, slide your finger into the corner of your infant's mouth instead of pulling away from them. 5. Should I give formula or pump milk during the transition period? During the transition period, it is best to give both formula and pumped milk. This helps the baby become accustomed to different types of nutrition and can help with the transition from bottle feeding to breastfeeding. The formula also provides extra vitamins that may not be present in breast milk, particularly iron, which is important for a growing baby. However, make sure that you introduce formula slowly over time and use it only as needed so that you don't disrupt any natural feeding patterns or create confusion for your baby during this adjustment period. It's also important to talk to your doctor before introducing any formulas or supplements into your child's diet. Pumping milk during the transition period can help keep up your milk supply while allowing you to introduce more breast milk into your baby's diet. If you are going to pump, make sure that the bottle that you use is compatible with your pump and that it has a slow flow nipple so as not to overwhelm or confuse your baby. You can also begin gradually introducing other foods such as cereals and pureed fruits and vegetables during this time, but always feed them in a succession of breastfeeding. This will help ensure that your baby gets enough nutrition while they transition back to regular breastfeeding. 6. How often should I feed my newborn while transitioning between bottle and breastfeeds? When transitioning between bottle and breastfeeding, it is important to feed your baby on demand. Your newborn should be fed whenever they show signs of hunger, such as rooting or sucking on their hands. If you are just beginning the transition between bottling and breastfeeds, it is often recommended that you feed your baby every 2 to 3 hours. As your baby gets used to the transition, more frequent feedings may be necessary. Make sure to pay attention to how your baby responds during feeding times in order to determine if they need more or less frequent feedings. It is also important to remember that all babies are different, and you should always consult a healthcare provider before making any changes in feeding frequency. With patience and consistency, you can help your little one make a successful transition from bottle to breastfeeding. 7. Are there any tips for maintaining an adequate supply of breast milk after making the switch? Thus, here are a few tips to help maintain an adequate supply of breast milk after making the switch to bottle feeding. 1. Pump and store milk for when you will not be able to nurse your baby directly. This is especially important if you are returning to work or school after the baby arrives. 2. Avoid supplementing with formula, as this can reduce your milk supply. 3. Take frequent breaks throughout the day to nurse or pump. And always make sure to keep up with hydration by drinking plenty of fluids. 4. Keep an eye on the baby's growth patterns. If he or she doesn't seem to be gaining weight properly, consult with your doctor or healthcare provider. 5. If you notice that your baby is fussing or having difficulty latching onto the bottle, consider switching to a different type of nipple or bottle. 6. Avoid introducing solids until after 6 months of age, and wait 3 to 4 days between new foods. 7. Maintain good health habits yourself. Eat healthy meals, get plenty of rest, and exercise regularly. These activities can help promote lactation and increase milk supply. 8. Spend skin-to-skin time with your baby as much as possible. This encourages bonding, closeness, security, and increased breast milk production. 9. Talk to other moms who have successfully made the switch from breastfeeding to bottle feeding for additional tips and support. We hope that this video has been insightful and helpful in understanding the amazing benefits of breastfeeding for both mother and baby. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. We'd love to hear from you. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit subscribe so that you can stay up to date with all our latest videos on parenting tips. Thanks for watching.